When she's 21,
you don't smoke weed?
Now, I used to. I stopped when I was 23. I couldn't handle it no more, man. I was like, I couldn't take that shit. I'm shocked you the way you are. I used to hate weed, Dame. Now you smoke like a dude. I can believe it. Used to hate. I got a big. Remember days like I got a meeting tomorrow. I can't smoke no damn weed. I got a meeting, man.
It used to make me paranoid, but now it makes me more tolerant of the bull crap. Yo, what's the? I see another green one.
Yeah, I got it. A multi-facial. You got a lot of support from people that grew up with you in that era. But how do you tap into the younger demographic?
For my kids.
Yeah, they keep you young, right?
Yeah, my kids, my nephews. You know, I raised them cool so they could keep me cool. But it's basically my family keeps me cool. My daughter, you know, they put me on like my son put me on to the cool kids and Wiz Khalifa and little Darian put me on at the time like Currency and all that. And now they're OGs, right? So, but now it's like, you know, my sons, whoever's around me young.
Yeah.
Not music, but like culturally. You know what I mean?
Another one, AR Big Dog. We always been proud of you, King. East River and Wilson checking in. Mount Wolf, PA. Shout out 1199 for truth.
All right. Wilson, and that was right next to, like across the street from 1199 on 106, and they're it used to be kind of wild over there.
Yeah, they wild.
I appreciate that. Lower, the East Side Harlem. You know, again, 1199 was like, it was like in the hood. It was like the suburbs because you had the terraces and the gym and all of that, and the duplexes, and the view was crazy. But it definitely was a core memory. 1199 in the neighborhood, definitely a part of defining who I am today. You know.
I got another one for you, Isaac D. Snots. Watching another man's pockets. Thank you for this. Thank you for the donation. Watching another man's pocket is like wanting to see around another man's zipper. Dame Dash. Amen. Amen. We had a big talk about the in the hood, man.
What about watching pocket?
Yeah, I was talking about your man Dame. They was like, yo, G, you took up for saying that we ain't do that in the cook. Yo, Dame, we grew up in Harlem, up west side. Anybody, yo, Dame, yo, Gary, you ain't pay your child support. We don't do that, right? We never did that. We didn't care. Who cares? So you say it's disgusting, man. Come on now.
Niggas mess with your money and then start having other people that they know call you broke, knowing that that's because you messed up the money. That's no bueno, but like, men shouldn't be worried about another man's pocket. It just doesn't come up
at all.
Unless you're getting evicted or some dumb shit. But, it's not something that generally people talk about every day, all day.
Amen. Dame, Jason Atkinson. Thank you for the donation, my brother. Dame, I own a painting company in South Carolina. I'm a broke boss. Then they're having good work. How can I grow my business?
Yeah, diversify it. So, if like one thing you can't be dependent on one stream of income. So if it's a painting business, you have to have 8 other ways to make money from the painting business, or make the painting business an ancillary vertical of something else that generates another 7 different ancillary legs. It's all about having 8 streams of income from one franchise.
Virgil Dawkins, thanks for the $5 donation. I appreciate you. How did you feel back when Puff used to refer to Rockefeller as Rockefeller Bad Boy Clique back in the mid-90s as Goodfella? Isn't that the same as the commission?
I had nothing to do with that one. I'm trying to remember. I think I was sick.
I remember that.
I was a little sick about it, right?
Yeah.
I wasn't happy with that. As a matter of fact, I don't think I was a part of it at all.
Again, I remember when we was like, we're doing some other things, man. You just said, gee, we got to do something else. We used to go to cool parties. We used to go to Clark Kent parties. There were fly parties, shit like that. But other stuff, you said, we gone. Thank God. That's the biggest deal you got, Dame. You ain't in none of this craziness. Thank God. I mean that too. Because I'd have been like, damn, my bro in trouble. Yeah.
Well, like I said, people making accusations is part of the game.
Yeah.
But like, when it gets a little bit crazy, and if there's any truth to any of those things, then yeah, I'm really happy that I wasn't around any of that at all, and that there's no gray areas there. That it was a very obvious that I wasn't. They were over there and I'm over here. But I ain't gonna say nobody did nothing until people approve, and I just hope my ideal situation is that nobody got hurt.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And people did get hurt. That's fucked up.
Massacre from Ancient Nation. How was it you working with ODB? Tell them how was it to work with ODB?
It was challenging.
Man, I remember you put me on that mission. That was tough. Whew.
It wasn't the easiest.
No,
And
yeah.
you know, that was just because he was going through things and we were really trying to help. And at the end of the day, unless somebody wants to help themselves or they can have accountability, it's not going to work out no matter how many people love them. But that one hurt because it was the first artist that I felt like we ever lost on my watch. You know what I mean? He wasn't with me at the time, but he was definitely on my watch. And I just really hope that I didn't enable him in any way. You know what I mean? But that was the first one.
Yeah. Yesterday, I went live. A good guy on my chat named Wally. He said, you answered it kind of a few minutes ago. How do you, because he know you don't run around the streets, you stay in your house and deal with your family and work from your house. How do you keep in tune with the streets? Like, how do you make sure you know what's up, how people are moving, who's hot, who's not hot, and staying out of trouble, not where to go, where not to go, just not being used to the streets. So you keeping in the loop with the streets. That's all.
Well, I've been able to be lucky enough to put myself in my own kind of a bubble and live exactly how I want to live. And I don't let work dictate where I live. And I also can pick and choose who I want around me. You know, at least that's what I work. That's how my life's been for like the last, I would say since like 2005. So the last 20 years, I've been able to say, damn, you know, I just want to be around people that, you know, are like-minded, independent thinking. And then it turned into, I just want to be around my girl and my kids. You know what I'm saying? Period. And just a couple of select few that understand me, that I could trust. And, you know, the thing about people is, you know, when you're doing what they want you to do, you're the best. But as soon as you don't do exactly what they want you to do, that's when the accusations could start to happen. And that's when people could start making up shit. You know what I'm saying?
So they still saying, Dame, when you gonna start shooting this paid in full? They're gonna keep saying they want to know bad, man. They can't take it, man. They dying. You see this, man.
I'm trying to start in January. So I'm setting it up now and I'm starting to shoot things. I want to be shooting in January. You know what I mean?
Hold on. $10. Gary, you just missed my last question. That's the east side shit. LOL. I'm from 55th. We a little fly on the west, but I wanted to ask about 40th and Broadway, 39th floor on Rockaway. Fun stories, if any. Oh, yeah. I used to beat Damon ass there. We used to fight every day, Rockaway.
Pause. First of all,